Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a really quick minute to check in and talk about a couple of things. Um, of course, number one, what's happening in East Palestine, Ohio, and all the implications from that. I posted several videos, I actually shared them from someone, from a friend that has another social media account. They gave me permission to share it, but to not have problem with the powers that be in YouTube, I took those videos down. There should be still the one up, but I see that it's not there, so whatever. Regarding the toxins that have been released into the soil and the groundwater from the event that occurred, and how the chemicals in those toxins have the ability to kind of strip DNA and alter DNA. But perhaps I'll just do another video on that, and not share from my friend's page, even though they gave me permission to share. In the past weeks, I've been mentioning, do you remember White Noise that came out last year? It was about this sort of event, kind of exactly. And it was about that particular place. And it just came out last year. So it's a whole lot of coincidences there, or if you want to call it coincidences. I call it something else, but if that's what you want to call it, then hey, there's a whole lot of dominoes lining up in a row. Let's put it that way, which makes it look very peculiar. And if we think back far enough, I believe it was around 10 years ago, when the incident happened in Flint, Michigan. The water is still messed up there, as far as I know. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, someone please correct me. Put a note down in the comment section. But there's a lot of things that just aren't right in the world, and that was something that happened previously. And now, just Thursday, the word has gotten out that here, where I live, there was some contaminants in the water. An incident happened last November, but they're just notifying people now. And it's not that the company who's responsible for the event has notified people, because they haven't. Even though they send me emails about Energy Action Day, I've received nothing in the mail or email regarding that particular event. It just happened to be that the word got out somehow and it got on the news. So that's how people found out, and that's how we know what happened then. But that's been 5 months. Nothing was mentioned. Why? Because there was no mushroom cloud? Was there no need to worry about our little lives here in what they call the land of 10,000 lakes, which really has more than 12,000 lakes? The water clearly is impacted. I've never really been a fan of the flavor of the water. It's always been off to me. And it changes in the spring and the fall in ways that are kind of disturbing to me, which is why I have my Berkey, which I've talked about on several episodes on my channel. And no, I'm not sponsored by Berkey. I'm not getting paid anything. I'm just telling you that it's a good system that really works for me. There are some people that say, oh, how do you know it's going to be so good? And whatever. You do what you need to do for you. But I can feel a little better and more confident because I have that, and knowing that my water is getting filtered through that, because we just don't know anything. The only thing I do know is that U of M did test the soil where I live a couple of years ago. And they said, you can plant pretty plants, but I wouldn't plant anything outside that you want to eat because of the contamination in the soil, which kind of connects up with what I mentioned the other week about the arsenic triangle and then my whole hospitalization, not being able to breathe. And now I'm finding out more and more people that I know that are experiencing the same thing. It's important to be prepared. You can call me a conspiracy theorist. You can call me just wackadoodle or just think I'm some kind of a nut job. But I prepare for a reason, and I prepare because I care about my family, my friends, especially myself, because my life and my health does matter. And I hope that you care enough about your life and your health that you will do what you need to do to be prepared for you and yours. Because stuff is happening all over the place, and they are just not telling anybody anything, which to me raises an eyebrow, and I hope that it raises an eyebrow for you too. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're preparing. I hope you're growing some food. You can do it in your own place. You really can. I mean, I've got an avocado tree growing in my living room. Isn't that crazy? But it works. You can toss an orange seed or lemon seed into a bucket with a bunch of soil, and it's going to grow. It can grow as high as whatever the space is that you have in that room. It can yield you a little something. You can do hydroponics or buy some potting soil and gardening supply and set up a little station somewhere in your dining room or near your window, or, get some step stools or something, get a bookshelf. Do something. Don't just sit like the deer in the headlights, or you're going to find out that you're going to be hungry. Your family is going to be hungry, and as resources kind of shrink up and dry up, you need to be able to have healthy food, know what's really healthy for you, understand and know your body and what your body needs, have good communication with your doctor so that you can have the medication that you need, stay active and fit, which that can be going to a gym, that could be going to the dollar section or the 5 and under or 10 and under section of a store and buying random pieces of fitness equipment until you have full sets of whatever you need. You can buy the bands. You can buy hand weights, arm weights, wrist weights, ankle weights, dumbbells, stretch bands. You can do it. You can buy the cheap dollar exercise videos and work that thing at home through your TV. Or you can go out and walk and do all kinds of other stuff. But if you live somewhere where winter becomes a challenge, like here, and it's icy and it's not as safe to get out, then you want to have a backup plan. But work on your fitness, work on your health, work on having a good supply of recipes. Some dehydrated food is great. There's lots of companies out there that sell dehydrated and freeze-dried food. Or if you have your own food dehydrator, you can start dehydrating carrots and kale. It's an easy start. Onions, very easy to start. Build up what you have so that you have what you need, so that your family has what it needs. If they say that you have to go 3 weeks or 3 months without any access to food. Take care, and I will talk to you again very soon.